let her go, cause she can't arrest me.
Woke up with my toolie, what they do? Meet me in the alley with the troops. I got red shooters, I got blue.
Tragic news affecting Boston Celtics star Isaiah Thomas. His sister was killed in a one-car accident early Saturday morning, according to Washington State Police. China Thomas died at the scene on Interstate 5 in Federal Way, a city located between Thomas's hometown of Tacoma and Seattle. She was 22 years old. No word on the cause of the crash. The Celtics released this statement. We are terribly saddened by the tragic loss of China Thomas. The thoughts and prayers of the entire Celtics organization are with Isaiah and his family. ESPN's Jeff Goodman joins us now on SportsCenter. Jeff, you spoke to a source in the Celtics organization. What can you tell us?
Well, Isaiah was informed after practice today, early afternoon, about 1 o'clock, and needless to say, he was distraught. This completely caught him off guard. This was his baby sister, and I talked to another source close to Isaiah, and they were very close. They were raised together, and right now, obviously, everybody wants to know, is Isaiah going to play?
A poignant moment from earlier today on the floor at the Garden in Boston. Isaiah Thomas consoled by his close friend Avery Bradley, still trying to cope with the tragic loss of his 22-year-old sister, China, just yesterday. And a moment of silence here at the Garden, and tears streaming down the face of Isaiah Thomas. He will play, and moments ago, he was introduced to the home crowd. Ball slapped us all season. He said that will change now as Isaiah Thomas draws the foul. That's something we've seen a lot of this year. Coming off that dribble handoff, the quick jump shot. Yes!
Yeah, welcome to today's NBA where you run the break, you take a three. They had a 3-on-1 break. As the steal comes up again, and Bradley and Isaiah look for another one.
Oh, look at the pass. And Bradley had Lopez closing out on him, gives it right back. Oh, Isaiah Thomas! And a timeout from Fred.
Isaiah Thomas is not only a special player, he is a special person.
Isaiah, where is this coming from, man? Where is this coming from?
Thomas, the pull-up jump. He buries it.
It's my sister. It's her birthday today.
Thomas behind the back, takes it all the way. And the foul.
She would have been 23 today, so everything I do is for her, and she's watching over me, so that's all her.
It's a triple. Isaiah Thomas from deep.
Telling me to just keep going. My sister wouldn't want me to stop.
Thomas going to the hole, and they keep feeding him. Isaiah Thomas, it's a three. He's not human.
Do what he's done on the floor, and to deal with all of that, he should be commended. I mean, that's incredible.
Caps off a remarkable night for Isaiah Thomas. 53.
10 for 38, shooting 26%. Cleveland unable to hit from three.
Isaiah is limping. Something is wrong with him. His ankle or something, or his hip.
Biggest halftime deficit at home.
That's probably where Isaiah maybe tweaked that ankle on the foot of Kevin Love.
How's the hip feeling?
It's hurting. I mean, I just trying to wait for this swelling to go away, but I'm definitely hurt.
How many specialists have you had a chance to see? I know that's high on the to-do list right now.
I've only seen one, but we've sent the information to a few of them, so I'm just waiting to hear back. We're really waiting on the swelling to go down to see what the number one option is, and then we go from there and attack that, whatever it may be.
Adrian, so we went through all of this, and we finally settled, is this correct, on a second-round pick of a kid who's probably right now a high school junior.
2020 second-round pick that Boston controls from I believe it's 2015 trade with the Miami Heat. That will go to Cleveland, and now the deal is agreed to. Kyrie Irving to the Boston Celtics, and Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Ante Zizic, and the 2018 first-round pick from the Brooklyn Nets, which will be unprotected, goes to Cleveland, and finally, over a week after both teams agreed to terms, they really agreed to terms now.
It's gonna be cool though. Like that letter came out, I'm good now.
Yeah, now everyone
straight. My niggas in school, I'm about to get a house. Like, I'm gonna be straight. It's just a matter of, like, when can I play? Like, I never played with the game. Like, I never disrespected the game. I'm not one of those guys that just got the talent that don't work. Like, I've always been a guy that worked for everything that I've ever gotten in this game of basketball. And I continue to do that, and I respect the game that much. But, like, being injured, like, when I do come back, like, 100% healthy, like, I'm gonna love the game even more. Like, having the game taken away from you for the 3 months that I did, like, that was the toughest thing that almost one of the toughest things I've ever been through.
On Tuesday night for the first time for the reigning Eastern Conference.
How do you see Isaiah fitting in the lineup? How do you see him getting acclimated with players? What about being shaped?
I know he's on a minute restriction, but is he going to be begging for more?
Now we can start talking about what it's going to be like for him to play basketball, because that's what he's going to have to do tonight.
And what do you expect from Thomas?
I expect him to be rusty. Skip, he's a small man.
Everybody in this building is excited because the IT guy is back.
The world knows what I bring to the table. Like, they brought me here for a reason. But I'm here to do one job. I'm here to make basketball plays, score the basketball, and bring what I brought to the Boston Celtics to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that's why they traded for me, and that's what I'm going to do.
Now Isaiah Thomas checks in for his first time as a Cavalier.
Welcome to the land, number 3, Isaiah Thomas.
Don't pick these guys, and the rest is history. And this team, they played very well without
Right. Will the trade to Cleveland be the worst thing for IT?
Yeah, I think it will be. I think, he regrets it now, but he regretted it when it happened. He loved being in Boston, and that was perfectly suited to who IT is. The problem with where he is now and why he's going to regret it so much and make it the worst thing that's happened to him is it's not his fault. He needs like that Goodwill Hunting hug. It's not your fault, IT. This thing was a mess before you got there. On the basketball court, they were an awful defensive team. I'm with IT. He's asked, why is it my fault all of a sudden? They were near the bottom of the league before I got here. Now they're not good as well, but why is that on IT? It's going to cost him money. It's going to cost him his reputation. He's the source of blame right now. And the bottom line is it's not his fault. He's a better player than what he is exhibiting right now in Cleveland, and they're not giving it time.
Well, but so we have some breaking news. This comes in from multiple sources. The Denver Nuggets have inked Isaiah Thomas to a one-year deal for the veteran minimum. That is according to multiple sources. So he goes to Denver, coach. It seems like this backcourt just got a little bit more crowded.
Well, you think about their young guards, Harris and Murray, starting out. Then you have Barton, who can swing either position, whether it's a two-guard or a small forward. Beasley, the young kid that they have on the team. And now you add Isaiah Thomas to that. So missing out on the playoffs in the last game of the regular season, add some veteran experience to that. What the role will be, well, kind of interesting. Remember, they brought back Jameer Nelson a couple of seasons back, who was supposed to be a fill-in kind of guy. He wound up starting
yes, he did,
before the year was over. But having said that, I'm not sure that Isaiah Thomas will take the starting spot from one of those young starting guards. But in his role, whatever that might be, hopefully he gives them veteran leadership experience. And you have to feel bad for a guy who was on his way to a big, big contract. And because of an injury, he's signing a veteran's minimum.
Ooh, yeah, he talked about backing up that Brinks truck. I don't think that truck is moving anywhere. But I'll ask you this. We saw him move around to multiple teams last season. Do you think he ends the season on Denver's roster?
I would say that all depends. How did he recover from the surgery? Can he come out there and play like the Isaiah Thomas that played in Boston before he was injured in that playoff run that Boston had that year? If he can get back and play at that level, this guy's got a couple years left for sure.
Trap money, Benny. This shit got me in my feelings. Gotta be real with it. Yeah. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always, KB. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always. But the new me is really still the real me. I swear you gotta feel me before they try and kill me. They gotta make some choices, they running out of options. Cause I've been going off and they don't know when to stop. And when you get to the top and I see that you've been learning. And when I take you shopping, you spend it like you earned it. And when you popped off on your ex, he deserved it. I thought you would've won from the jump, that confirmed it. Trap money, Benny, ay. I buy you champagne, but you love some Henny. From the block like you Jenny. I know you special, girl, cause I know too many. Risha, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always, JT. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always.
Two bad bitches and we kissing in a wave. Kissing in a wave. Kissing in a wave. I need that black card in the code to the safe. Code to the safe. Code to the safe. I show them how to network. For that Netflix and chill. What's your net worth?
Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always. And I'm down for you always. And I'm down for you, down for you, down for you always.
I got a new boy and a nigga Trey.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always. KB, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I Trap money, Benny. This shit got me in my feelings. I just gotta be real with it.